Scorched Earth is a slightly underrated map in Ark. It takes place all in a desert wasteland where there's barely any water, but more water than the average desert. Now, my goal is to beat the Manticore on all 3 difficulties within 100 days, because Scorched Earth is a really short map and there's only one boss, and the boss is easy. So, well, let's get right into Scorched Earth. I started off day 1 by importing my character. Obviously, I'm bringing the same character across 9 different maps. So I started off day 1 by just gathering some berries and fiber, because I would need to make cloth soon before the heat really started kicking in. I started work on a thatch foundation because it wasn't long before I started overheating. I also tamed up a jerboa, which would help me out a lot, so then I could know when weather events were happening. Then I had to wait for my heat stroke to go away before I could go out and start doing stuff again. I also knocked out a parasaur with a boomerang. Anyways, I went down into the canyons to look for a dire wolf. I ended up fighting a raptor instead, but I take what I can get, and I knocked it out. Pretty soon after, I got the saddle crafted, and now I had a raptor. I found this level 90 dire wolf and decided I would try to knock it out, which did not go so well. Then it went even worse. So I decided I would start fresh and base next to the obelisk. Then I made a tribe after that. Yeah, if you're wondering, as I was recording, the Genesis video was premiering like right then. And there was this 156 raptor I was going for. I also managed to knock out a level 12 dire wolf, and again, I'd take what I can get. So I had done a little bit of research, and if I wanted to beat the Manticore on all 3 difficulties, I was going to need 32 of each wyvern talon, all of the artifacts 3 times, and I was gonna need to bring in at least some decent Rexes. I set up a thatch foundation at the obelisk because I was going to, base there now. I got the basics for the base. I got a few storage boxes, a mortar and pestle, and I was trying to get a refining forge. I also got this pretty okay thylacoleo saddle from a drop. On the side, I've also been looking for silk because I want to make desert cloth, which is the best armor to have on Scorched Earth. I've been consistently making sure to make clay as well because I'm going to replace my walls with adobe walls, because adobe is the best building material to have on Scorched Earth, because it's the only one that provides you with good insulation from the weather. Boom, I now have the fit I had on Genesis 1. Day 3, and I made the stuff for a thylacoleo trap. It went in the trap easy and went down pretty easy, so now I had defeated cooked meat because thylas like cooked meat better. But in the middle of it taming, there was a superheat, so I had to go back to my base to hopefully try to survive it. Anyways, I went back and immediately killed a Rex on it. So I decided I would get onto a grind. I tamed a 168 female Rex, and after a while looking, that was exactly what I needed. So now just to find a high-level male. This was another high-level female that I found, and I decided, well, 2 can't hurt. Then it wasn't going down. So, like any rational person, instead of getting, maybe more tranks, I killed it out of anger. I ended up finding a high-level male Tech Rex before I even found a normal high-level male Rex. So I tamed the Tech Rex. My fault, I skipped day 10, I was just looking for Rexes all day, every day. Until I get a high-level male or a high-level female Tech Rex now. Anyways, I ran an artifact cave again. There's only 3 artifacts, I'm just running all of them 3 times. Running another artifact cave again. Running the 3rd artifact cave again. So that was my day 12, now we're on day 13. But then, I don't know what came over me. I just started reconnecting with my heritage. Wait, my ancestors are Irish, right? I think it comes till the 50. Yeah, I don't think that's my heritage, actually. Anyways, I made some more clay for some more adobe. More adobe. Back to looking for good Rexes. And then I found this high-level Tech Rex and forgot it was the wrong gender, and I tamed it, and then I realized it was the right gender when I got back to my base. Now, if any Twitter people want to make a comment on that, if you're getting offended over me calling something a gender, it is a fictional T-Rex depicts on a screen, then get help, man. Anyways, I found this 126 Rex and thought, good enough at this point. Scorched has terrible levels. Just kidding. That would be too easy if that was a 126 male Rex. It was a 174 female that I found and just settled on. Soon after, I did find a 126 male Rex and lure it into a trap, though. Alright, day 17 and the Rex tamed, so now I could start a Rex army. But I was setting up the eggs, so I wasn't poor anymore. I ran the 3 artifact caves again to finally get them for the last time. Anyways, day 19, and I want to start pushing towards an egg incubator so then I could incubate the Rex eggs easily without having to use standing torches or waiting for the weather to be right. Day 20, and I decided I finally wanted to start pushing for a wyvern egg, so I went out to look for some good tapijara. Day 21, and I'm still hunting for tapijara. Day 22, and I spent a long time trying to track down this tapijara, only to realize it wouldn't land and I have to search for another one on the ground. I finally caught this 138 and tamed it. So now I'm gonna montage? Anyways, now I had 10 of each wyvern talent, only enough to fight Beta, which I needed 22 more if I wanted to fight Alpha and Gamma and Beta all. Day 33, I finished constructing a greenhouse. Anyways, day 34, and I hatched up my Rexes. I then, you wouldn't guess it, raised the Rexes that I hatched. Yeah, sorry this video hasn't really been interesting, it's just that I've been going so fast with stuff that stuff really isn't interesting. I've just been getting everything done really fast, only focusing on the boss and not the map. I've also been hunting for a good Rex saddle, because I wanted to get a good Rex saddle and not just have, like, an okay one. Anyways, day 37, and we need to talk about something. So, I think a while back I mentioned a Megalo, on Crystal Isles mainly, and that it would follow me on every map I went to. Now, that's not true, because the Megalo's gone. But how is it gone, you may ask? Well, on an aberration, when I finally got the Rock Drake, I think it was day 37, I went up to the surface and got it. And then, as it became day 39, my game crashed on the surface, right? And when I logged in, everything burned, so I had to reset the save file. And the Megalo got deleted with it. So, I don't have a creature to go across every map with me, which that's kind of sad. Day 38, I was out fighting worms in the dunes. I also paid an Alpha Wyvern a visit and got its head. Then I found a 204 Lightning Wyvern egg, which that is a very good deal, so I took the Lightning Wyvern egg. Yeah, I still needed more talent, so I was constantly just killing more and more wyverns. I named it Sparky 4. The first Sparky was on the first ever Ark playthrough I did. It was on Ragnarok. The second Sparky was on a Valkyria playthrough. The third Sparky was on an Extinction playthrough. All of these were well over a year ago. I kinda just spent day 39 raising up the wyvern. I spent the rest of day 39 just raising up the wyvern. This went till pretty late into day 40. Day 41, I killed a Titanosaur. Now I'm back in the World Scar, grinding up more talons. I'm getting kinda close. I need to kill 13 more Poison Wyverns, 12 more Lightning Wyverns, and 17 more Fire Wyverns. Anyways, now I decided I was just going to go into the Manticore with primitive Rex saddles. I could not find anything better. Anyways, for me, this is recording number 1000. Now, that means I've had around 300 recordings per video, because this one hasn't had too much. You can count them yourself if you're mentally insane enough. You can tell when I end a sound recording, because I'll click at the end of it. Like, watch this. Anyways, back to hunting more wyverns. 15 more fire wyverns, 9 more poison wyverns, and 5 more lightning wyverns. Two more fire wyverns and 1 more poison wyvern left. I got the kills on my weakest wyvern, which is like a 194 fire wyvern that I just hadn't leveled. Anyways, I tamed up a 156 Mantis with Deathworm Horns. I gave it the honorable name of Mantis, and, well, I was going to use it for some resource harvesting. Day 46, and I'm out looking for Uties. I just need a Utie to bring into the fight. But then I also hatched 10 Rexes up, which I already had 9, meaning I would have 19 Rexes, meaning I would have the maximum amount of Rexes that I would need, because I was going to have that Utie as the 20th tame. Day 47, and I'm just Rex raising. That's it. Don't worry though, because day 48 I'm still raising Rexes. Anyways, day 49 and the Rexes have finished raising, so now all that's left is to grab a Utie. Anyways, now that I was gonna go look for a Utie. Oh, wait, my fault. My bad, some guy's trying to get me to get Pal World right now. But yeah, day 50 I tamed a Utie with a trap that didn't work. Anyways, day 51, I thought it'd be a good idea if I brought all my Rexes out into the dunes to kill some Deathworms to level them up. So, that's what I spent the day doing, just trying to get these 19 Rexes leveled up enough to kill the Manticore. Continued into day 52. And remember, if this stuff ever feels fake, In the top left of my screen at all times, there is a day counter. Like in-game, there's an in-game day counter that shows me what day it is. A day cycle's around an hour. In my case, it's 40 minutes because I turned up the Scorched day cycle to 40 minutes. So, it's not faked, the day count. Anyways, after only a little bit of leveling, I lined up all the Rexes at the obelisk. Time to beat the Manticore in his Gamma, in his Beta, and in his Alpha. But first, I gotta craft some stimulants because I thought I needed them. So I gotta grind up a little bit of stuff, and oh my god, it's already almost day 54. But day 54, I was ready.